Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk Sports podcast with me, Lucia. So, let's get into it. It's championship weekend this weekend. I am so excited for it. So let me give you a quick rundown of what happened last weekend in the divisional playoffs. Tom Brady continues to make history. He becomes the only quarterback to make 14 championship games. That's incredible. And he does it in 4 different presidential administrations. It's an incredible feat. I often get asked what I think. Is it Tom Brady or is it Bill Belichick? Look, I love Tom Brady and I'm not a fan of Bill Belichick. So I'm always going to side on the side of Tom Brady. And I think he's proved that it is him. He is the system. Bill's a great coach, but he had a great quarterback this year in Cam Newton. They could not get it done. So I genuinely think that it was more Tom Brady. But if he wins this Sunday this Monday Australian time against Aaron Rodgers and the Tampa Bay and the Green Bay Packers, he will become the first quarterback to host the Super Bowl and play in the Super Bowl. I think he wants that history. And I want him to get a 7th. I want him to hold up the Lombardi Trophy for the 7th time. I know that sounds really, really just bad or greedy or whatever, but I want him to hold up the Lombardi Trophy for the 7th time. I think he's deserved it. He is 43. It would make more history now than what it would have before, and I'm just incredible. It would just be incredible. He's 43 years old and he's playing awesome football. Anyway, let's talk about Philip Rivers and his retirement. Played for 17 years in the NFL, was an Ironman, played an AFC Championship game with no ACL. He was incredible. Great season, great career. Don't know whether it's Hall of Fame worthy. I think that he needed to win the Super Bowl to make it a slam dunk. But it's the same that I feel with Eli. Eli to me is a Hall of Famer because of his championships. To me, Philip Rivers isn't because he didn't win at all. That's just my opinion. But yeah, that's just my opinion. You can either agree or disagree, but that's what this platform is for agreeing and disagreeing. And coming to the same conclusion that we are all one person. That we are all one humanity. Deshaun Watson, drama. Does he want to stay? Does he want to go? What does he want to do? It's just incredible. It's incredible, this entire situation. Deshaun Watson is pulling an NBA player type of thing where he looks unhappy, where he wants to have more say. And look, I think that the Texans have done him wrong completely. He should be surrounded by more talent. DeAndre Hopkins should never have been traded. And look, I think that Deshaun Watson's going to go. I don't know where he's going to go to, but the only thing that's going to keep him hired is Eric Bieniemy. Is if they hire Eric Bieniemy. That's the only reason why he will stay. Anyway, let's talk about someone that is actually playing in the championship game. Patrick Mahomes. He got a concussion in the game against the Browns, which I think the Browns have actually, they're going to be a legitimate title contender in the next couple of years. I think that's incredible. I think they've done an incredible job, and they're not the same old Browns. They're actually a good football team now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they grow. But Patrick Mahomes is playing. He got a concussion and he cleared all the protocol. And I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing the Bills versus the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs are going to win it, but hey, I'll get more into that later. Now let's talk about some NBA current storylines and news. Steph Curry is still Steph Curry. I don't know why I thought that he'd change. I don't know why I discounted him, but he's still Steph Curry. Something inside of me always wants to say that Steph Curry is not Steph Curry. But Steph Curry is Chef Curry. He is the greatest shooter I've ever seen. He's still Steph Curry. The prodigal son has returned in Kyrie Irving. And the big three of Kyrie, KD, and James Harden debuted in a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kyrie's old team where he won a championship. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all meshes together. I think that we really need to talk about the mental health issues surrounding sports and sports stars, and I genuinely think that we need to have a better understanding of where mental health is, and especially during this time of COVID, and especially just this past month. I think things are going to start to slow down, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Kyrie comes around, how he returns, how he gets back into shape, how he starts to just be more Kyrie Irving. Because Kyrie is an incredible basketball player. Incredible. The game of the week this week, the Battle of Texas, the Spurs versus the Mavericks. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to seeing Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic versus the Spurs with their star DeMar DeRozan. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Looking forward to having that be a thing. Look for Luka and the Mavs to win this game against the Spurs, because I don't think the Spurs are going anywhere. They're still in a rebuilding mode, and I think that's a great thing to be in. The Mavericks have championship qualities, have potential championship material. I don't think they're going to get there because I still think it's the West runs through the Lakers and the East is going to run through the Nets. But yeah, looking forward to that. Next week I'll be talking about early MVP predictions for the NBA and see where I stand on my predictions going forward. But now, the moment we've been waiting for, the NFL Conference Championships. I am so excited. There is 2 more weekends of football, and then they've done it. They've done it in the COVID era. They have done a full season without any stoppages. And on that, there's 22,000 people going to be allowed at the Super Bowl, and 7,500 of them will be vaccinated healthcare workers. So good on the NFL for doing what they need to do in terms of supporting and also getting people in the stadium for the Super Bowl. I'm looking forward to that. So on the NFC, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Green Bay Packers. Now it is at Lambeau. It is at what they call the frozen tundra. I just call me sentimental or whatever you want. I just don't see anyone beating Tom Brady. I think that Green Bay has a lot more to lose, and Tom Brady has a lot more to gain. Tom Brady and the Bucs have a lot more to gain. Aaron Rodgers, in his entire career, has only won 1 Super Bowl. Let's think about that for a second. Somebody that apparently is the most talented quarterback of all time has only won 1 Super Bowl. So it gets me to think, why couldn't he win more? Is it the intangibles that they say? Is it his decision making? Because he's got all the talent in the world. He's a really talented guy. But why can't he win more? Food for thought. And on the AFC side, we've got the Bills versus the Chiefs. Now, I'm actually going to go with the Bills. I don't know. Again, call me sentimental. I'm in a really sentimental mood. I think that the Bills have waited long enough. And Bills Mafia, who are the realest fan base in the world, what they did for Lamar Jackson is incredible. And I think that the world would be a lot better if people were more like the Bills Mafia. But yeah, there is something about this Bills team that makes me believe in them more than the Chiefs. I don't know why. I've got no credible reasoning. I've got no credible anything, no credible stats or no credible anything. I just believe in the Bills. I don't know why. Seriously, I have no idea why. But anyway, that's my predictions. So, in my opinion, it's going to be a Bucs-Bills Super Bowl. I could be totally wrong, but I hope that is the case. Yeah. So next week I will be reviewing both conference championship games. I won't be doing predictions for the following week because that will be Super Bowl week. So I'm looking forward to watching these games. Looking forward to reviewing these games. And next week I will be doing a rundown on all the head coaching hires, because hopefully by then we would have the Texans head coach, who should be Eric Bieniemy. So yeah, next week is going to be a good, solid week of NFL talk as well as NBA talk, and then after that we'll see where we go. So that is all for this week's episode of Let's Talk Sports Podcast with me, the Chia. So I'll catch you all next week. Bye.